2025 is literally almost here, and on the last day of 2024, I want to have a look at some of the stuff you should be looking forward to in 2025. It's going to be a relaxed video, so let's get into it. There are a few games I'm looking forward to in 2025. The first is GTA 6. Like everyone else, I'm also looking forward to GTA 6, and in particular, for me, the graphical bar that it will hopefully set once again. I mean, we still use GTA 5 as a benchmark today, so I really hope GTA 6 lives up to expectations. This time I want them to release on PC the same time it releases on console. Please, Rockstar, you can't leave us PC players hanging. Surely not this time. Assassin's Creed Shadows is up next for me, and it's a bit of an odd pick, I know, but I'm an Assassin's Creed fan and I've played all of the games, but I haven't finished Mirage just yet. It's a little bit boring for me personally. With how the series is going, it might be a bit wishful from the early gameplay we got, but we could surely have a good game. Well, let's at least hope. Next up is Ghost of Yotei. I love Ghost of Tsushima and the story was just amazing and the combat was really good. I would have loved to see a sequel where Jin and Yuna are doing some more adventures together, but I think I've warmed up to the new protagonist since I saw the last trailer. Looks like a really good game and honors Jin's legacy through the game from what it seems. Lastly, Borderlands 4 should be an interesting release for 2025. Might be an interesting game if you're a Borderlands fan, and hopefully it's a good follow-up from the previous games. So overall, not a bad year for games. And what are you looking forward to in 2025 for games? Just a quick one, but HDMI 2.2 might be shown at the upcoming CES event. But it might take a while for it to be adopted by any GPU manufacturer. The reason I mentioned it is because it leads on to monitors. I really hope 2025 is the year for some solid OLED options. I really hope the market gets hot. There's been a decent release of OLED panels recently, and I just hope to see some more options. If there is more competition with decent panels, hopefully pricing should fall, making OLED monitors an option for more people. This one is completely wishful and speculative at best, but one can hope, right? I myself are looking forward to any sign of the Sony XM6s. I just returned my XM4s and literally just rebought them over the XM5 because they actually fold. So I was considering the Bose QC Ultras, but they're way too expensive, and at the moment there aren't any rumors about the XM6s. One thing I can hope for is they're actually foldable, and apparently they might be renaming the flagship XM line, but that's just speculation from what I've seen. The Switch 2 leaks look interesting from what has come out, and while I'm not a Nintendo user, this looks like a step forward in the handheld market. By the way, this is not a Switch 2 if you didn't realize. And hopefully this means that there's more demanding titles that will be able to be played on the Switch 2 properly. The rumored VRAM is pretty hefty, but who knows until the actual announcement is made. In any case, if you love Nintendo, you're in for a great year. There are some rumors as well that Sony are working on another portable handheld. Apparently not like the PlayStation Portal and more to their roots of the PSP or PS Vita. This announcement is still very far away. Just wanted to mention it as honestly I don't know why Sony has been ignoring the handheld market for so long, with there being so many releases from the likes of the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, Aya Neo and all of their ones, the Lenovo Legion, and not to forget Zotac's new 2025 handheld. Honestly, not a category that should be slept on in my opinion, and please, it'd be nice to see one of these again in the future that can handle some pretty hefty games. Graphics cards from the likes of AMD and their RDNA 4 line look quite cool and should be out in early 2025 hopefully. The 9070 XT from AMD, I know a bit of an odd naming change, should be pretty hefty with a leak mentioning that it will have 16GB of VRAM, GDDR6, which is what a lot of us have been asking for. Apparently as well, AMD might be taking a step away from higher end GPUs, and the 7900 XTX may remain as their best raster graphics card for now. So they might be looking to get a bigger chunk of the GPU market, according to an interview done by Tom's Hardware a couple of months ago. This might also be good for the mid-end market. Let's just hope that it is, and they focus on that low to mid-end market so there's more options. As well, just be aware of AMD's pricing strategy and how they like to cut pricing, especially just after the reviews come out. And just after launch, we'll have to see how AMD responds to Nvidia, as they usually do. The big stars from the likes of the RTX 5090 should be announced at CES soon, as well as the 5080. Apparently, the 5080 will also be a 16GB card, but using GDDR7 compared to GDDR6, as well as the 5090 may be having 32GB of GDDR7. In any case, this could be a monster of a card from the 5090 when it actually releases. I can't imagine the power draw on this thing, let alone the size of it. If it really is 32GB of VRAM, that's gonna be pretty much insane. Let's just hope Nvidia has been listening to us and the mid graphics cards have 16GB of VRAM, with the lower ends having a minimum of 10 to 12. A bit hopeful, but times are changing. There's also been a small leak from a relatively trusted source on Twitter, and it suggests that the RTX 5070 will have 12GB of GDDR7 and the Ti model will have 16GB of GDDR7. Just some food for thought. Keep an eye out at CES in the coming weeks for more information on upcoming graphics cards. It should also be a good time to look at some discounts for some graphics cards like the 7800 XT, the 7900 GRE, the RTX 4070 Super for example, and the 7700 XT if you want to as well. Hopefully they should drop down to a price which is really good. For phones, I'm looking forward to the Pixel 10. You could probably tell I'm a little bit biased, but I have a Pixel 7 at the moment and my 128GB storage was a mistake. I literally fill it up all the time, and in any case, it would have been about 2 years in February since I've had my Pixel 7. So if the Pixel 10 releases towards the end of 2025, I'll be pretty happy to buy it late 2025 or early 2026. Still ages away, but it's something to hope for, and it should be a good phone. Also, the Pixel 9a should be out soon if you're looking for a cheaper alternative. This is just what I'm looking forward to, but it's some cheaper Lenovo T-series laptops. They've gotten slightly older, but with really good CPUs, like the 70A40U for example. Just a small thing for myself. Lastly, I know this might be a bit too weird, but I want you to look forward to you. Every day, make sure you make the most of what you have within your circumstances you're in. Enjoy every day as they come, and trust me, if things haven't been going well, see it through and you will always get in a better place. Just remember to put in the time to developing your own skills and yourself. Trust yourself and allow yourself to learn. If you're not in the place you want to be, why not have a look at a way to get there? Plan it out. Hopefully you have enough money to support yourself and you should be good. All it takes is a little leap of faith. Carpe diem, as they always say. Sorry, that was a little bit cringe, but I just wanted to add that in. So, what have you been looking forward to in 2025? Let me know in the comments. This is the last video I'll be putting out for 2025, and I hope you've enjoyed it, as well as the other videos I've been putting out this year. If you guys have been watching for a long time, I really thank you. If you're a new person, I welcome you to the channel. I really hope you guys enjoy the content as it comes, and I will be putting out more as you have been seeing. It's been great for views and watch time. I really appreciate it as always. And as always I say, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next year. Happy New Year and stay safe.